Alright, what's up guys? How are you doing today? We got some more barb action going on today. Because I still haven't gotten everything I need on barb. I need to basically just finish leveling glyphs. Hopefully get a starless. If we don't get a starless on barb, we're just gonna get it on our paladin, hopefully. You know? Still got a bunch of glyphs down that we need to get done. We already are doing decent enough damage. Yeah, we're not killing that in 30 seconds. That being said, we still got a lot of boss stuff, so I think I'm gonna level my glyphs a bit more, right? Let me see. Actually, I can't quite remember what we had. Okay, so we need to get some a better Ariat's bearing. We can do that. The boots is pretty decent already, so not a big deal. The rings are decent, you know, ideally starless, but regardless, they are decent rings. Same for the amulet, it's decent. Actually, pretty well off already. Oh yeah, we need a new mantle as well, eventually. For a bit more damage. But I think the biggest way for us to get damage right now will be getting higher glyphs. So let's try and do a 75 maybe. We could swap to the pit pushing setup. I don't quite want to do it right now, especially without starless. Also, I need to go and update the pit pushing setup and the sanctified setup for Whirlwind. We can potentially do that on stream here. Should be quite quick. I'm potentially gonna put some mythics on. Simply because, like, I'm gonna put them on legendary items. I don't know if we have that functionality yet on the planner, actually. Maybe we don't. Oh yeah, big damage that we can still get is to get the better aspects, right? Our earthquake aspects are still very... Oh! There's just some random combination of affixes that just one shot one pit still. Even 75 here, we are pretty tanky. But yeah, as I was saying, getting those better earthquake aspects will increase our damage a lot, like a lot. I also need to go, you know, maybe leveling the... Maybe getting my technique, you know, getting that free crit and vulnerable damage would potentially be good. Yeah, that would be a good idea, actually. So we're gonna do that after we're done with this pit. Yeah. There we go. Ideally you want to go for resource on bar, but since we're missing a bit of grit for now, I'm just gonna go there. But eventually gonna be using the resource. Give me a second, I need to fix the audio on my end. Because it's loud as hell. Oh. There we go. I shouldn't have used my shouts like that. Because now we don't have shouts, so we might run out of fury. Can I actually tank this? No. Okay. I wanted to know if I could tank that. And we lost the glyph level for that, but now we know. At least not without challenging shout. And yet, right? We're gonna get a lot more life. We're gonna get a lot more armor and yeah, and a bit of resists. We can't tank the Elias stuff? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Wait a second, let me see. Wait, why? Should be able to tank the Elias stuff. There was an update yesterday though, right? I probably should check that out. They maybe changed some stuff. Yeah, we just tanked that, so why did we die back there? Yeah, whatever, let's just kill him. Don't want to waste more time here testing stuff when we don't even have the full build set up. Just kind of scuffing together something. What's up, Awali? Rumble. Let's just get Rumble up as much as we can. Lovely. Oh yeah, I need to go level or... Let's just get the random 200x. We didn't get one, so let's just buy one here. Where's 200x? We can't buy it. Good aspects? No. Okay. Surely I can just, you know, buy a 200x, right? Nope. Well, we're gonna run another pit until we can get to 200x, I guess. Yeah, the enemies on the last dungeon were incredibly more tanky. I don't know why. Like, we took like 4 minutes to get to the end. This time we'll just take like 2 minutes to get to the end. I don't know why they were so tanky there. Probably starting to the same pit tier level, right? Oh, bit of lag. Ooh, not just a bit. A bunch of lag. Yeah. What the? It's server lag. Because the stream is fine. Already tested that we can't face tank that just yet, at least not without challenging shout, so... Oh yeah, we also need a better Bolt Chieftain. Our Bolt Chieftain right now just makes our shouts have a much bigger downtime than they need to have. So that will be another big upgrade we can get. We did get an axe. Awesome. We got a bunch of amulets. None of them with like Yep. None of them with anything. Ooh, let's actually save this now. Because now we can go and... So for those that don't know, the best way for you to level expertise is to just equip it to a skill like Whirlwind that hits multiple times, right? Any skill can do this, there's just better skills than others, but like, you level literally in seconds, so it's, you take more time. Oh, you can just TP directly to this thing, by the way. I forgot. But you take more time coming here, getting the weapon, than you actually take leveling up. Technique will increase our damage significantly now. Okay, go here. Multiple training dummies. Oh, we need to go... We need to go down in difficulty to normal. Alright? That's big important. That will speed things up a lot. So go over here. Up to the statue. Normal difficulty, yes. Then go into the training grounds again. And you want multiple dummies, and you want to make sure they are not elite. Or boss. So, multiple training dummies. Lovely. Let's make sure we have stuff. Restart for... And there we go. It's maxed out already. See? See what I mean? It's basically... It's literally a couple of seconds. And it's maxed out. Right? It's actually insane. For example... If you want to see here, let's, where's, for example, 100 swords, right? When I say let's put our whirlwind to the dual wield, we have 2 swords equipped, right? Look at that. And max rank. It's that easy, alright? That easy to actually level this expertise if you want. Let's actually put our mace back on. And this guy, there we go. It's basically related to the damage you do. So especially since our damage comes from earthquakes, you just do it instantly because they multi-hit. They hit multiple times as well. It's so good. Now we get... By the way, now you also get access to the... you get the vulnerable damage and the critical strike chance against vulnerable enemies. So it's pretty darn good. Let's kill some Brig, sure. I don't think I care in which character I kill Grig on. I think it's basically irrelevant. I don't think I want to farm anything on Grig from Here we go. I think I'm probably just gonna kill a couple more here. Can I tank this? Yes, sir. That'll also be so much more damage because right now we have to use this thing to maintain fear uptime. But you know, when we get the Starless, we'll get a lot more crit, which will I don't think we are currently crit capped. We're missing a bit, I believe. The Starless will take care of that, and then you know, more damage as well. Eventually, what you want though, I'm actually gonna put that on Sanctification. Eventually, you don't actually want to run the Starless, I think. Do you want to run 2 Starless? That's the question. Do you want to Sanctify Starless and run 1 as well? That would be awesome for Fury Sustain. I just don't know if it's optimal damage-wise. It might be. Because, like, it's not like we have a big aspect we can run anyway. The 50% might just be the best thing we can get, even when losing a bit of strength and a bit of additive. I'll have to run the numbers on that. It might be good enough. Let me check this battle trance. It's not that good. Okay, it's fine. What about this one? Oh, this one is pretty decent. We're gonna keep that. Any better build using Grandfather for Barb? I believe a lot of them do.
There's power in the stones. Come have a look.
Whirling Earthquakes wants to use Grandfather. Leap potentially, and lunging does as well. Leap I'm not 100% sure. Lunging I'm fairly certain it does, because just the resource is insane, right? Leap might also use it.
The finest cuts and clarity. What suits you?
Should potentially show all of this in a... That your grandfather game should allow me to sell it. I mean, grandfather is very good for Barb. If you're talking about Paladin, then, you know, Paladin just doesn't use two-handeds, generally speaking. Like, only on Zeal, and even Zeal, you already have the sword, so... It be what it be. Oh, we can get some whispers here. I'm gonna actually check our crit chance to see where we are at. Right, crit chance, crit chance. So 71, we are at 71% with this elixir, right? On Barb, you only need to hit 75. Your Paladin, yeah, on Paladin, you just don't use it at all. It's always better to use a shield, with the exception of Zeal, and even Zeal, you know, maybe. I mean, yeah, if you don't plan on playing other classes, it is what it is. You're never using that on Paladin. On Paladin, you're never using that. But anyway, on Barb, right, guys? You only need 75% crit chance. The reason for that is you get 70% here, assuming you make your enemies vulnerable, which you always should. And, you know, on Paragon here. Is it this one? No, that's attack speed. It's this one of here, yeah. If you're running Flawless Technique, which you should always be running, you just get critical strike, 15% critical strike, right? So, you can easily get the 25% extra. So it's quite easy to overcap on crit chance on Paladin. On Barbarian, dude. I'm gonna be having this trouble for years now. Whenever I want to talk about one or the other. Dude, is everyone killing... Yeah. That Paladin could not kill me, even when I was on a horse without any of the buffs up. Why can't I mount up? But that guy killed the boss, sadly, so we couldn't get... Oh, there's a pit thing. Yeah, sure, we can go do another pit. Get more rumble levels to do more damage. We actually have a big problem on our build, because we don't have a lot of general aspects we can use for the Earthquake build. At least for Whirling Earthquake, there's not a lot of general aspects that affect us. So that will be slightly problematic. Because apparently you can only get generic ones, which we already kind of knew it was maybe gonna be. But we knew on Barb there were some offensive ones you could get already. So I need to update the build to reflect that. Legend Gamer. Yeah, we're playing it for today. By the way, I'm still spinning on the Paladin as well. On the Paladin we got the Blessed Hammers, which is currently my main build there. We're still spinning, just not in the same way, you know? I need to actually make a video build guide for that one. I've just been waiting to properly figure out the build, so I don't just get false information out there, basically. But we're not gonna kill it that fast. Click. We actually hit that thing. And I also don't have a Starless. That build gets so much better once you get the Starless. And I still don't have it. I've gotten, I don't know, but what, 50 mythics total or something this season? None of them was a Starless yet, so unfortunate. I would still like a Starless for this build as well, for example, right? But it's a what can you do situation. Ooh, that's a very good one-hander. That's a massively good one-hander, actually. Ooh, I'm not sure if I'm gonna try to maximize for if I'm gonna try to maximize for pit pushing or for why can't I craft one? Well, I don't have the runes yet. I need to go farm runes to target farm one. I've just been messing around with so many builds to try and get all the Paladin guides updated that I've not like focused on a single build yet. Yeah, this sword is very good. I need to decide if I'm gonna focus on sanctifying for the speed farming or if I'm gonna sanctify for the push. I think I should sanctify for the push at some point, right? Because that's where you kinda need to sanctify the most.
It is done.
One of the weapons. Yeah, appreciate that. That's right. Not quite. Honestly, stop looking for the right GA nowadays. Because you need to sanctify so many pieces. Just look for weapons that have the 3 stats you want. Right? Especially on weapons, just look for the 3 stats you want. Even if it's not GA strength, as long as it has the 3 stats you want, roll the 4th one and you can sanctify them. Sadly there wasn't one, so we could potentially actually use Flays as well, because it's vulnerable damage. Okay, we are actually spending a lot more points here than we need because we are updating. Okay, this should give us the last bit of crit we're missing actually. So we are spending, yeah, we're spending a bunch here because we needed earlier on. Yeah, there we go, we got the crit we need. Now we should be crit capped, which will be good. Yeah, we're crit capped, right? 75% we're crit capped. Eventually we want to drop some stuff, but, you know, for now that's gonna be good. You easily get crit capped on this build anyway. Okay. One of the best Barbarian gamers here in the world. Hey, nice. Appreciate that. Now I'll try to become one for the Paladins as well, Santiam. I'll probably specialize a bit more on the Blessed Hammer once, like, things settle down. I still need to take over the Zeal guide from Woody. Like, that guide is... I'm the one that's supposed to be covering it. I just haven't had the time to do it. There's no boss spawning. We go back. Dude, come on. Give me the whispers. I still need to take over that one. in a fix to get the good Sank for weapons and other items. I still want to get the good J before Sank. Yeah, the weapons are the easiest ones to get, because the weapons, what you care about the most is the, for example, Chance Earthquakes to cast twice, right? And that's a temper that you can get J and Masterwork on any single weapon, right? You just lose a bit of strength, which, you know, ideally you want the strength, but it's not that big of a deal. On Barb, you can easily get so much strength that it's not that big of a deal, right? So you just care about getting and either Wallop ranks or quick duration, depending if you're making the pit push or general build, right? Other items, right? Other items, it can be a bit more important, like getting that crit chance or attack speed or cooldown, right? Can be more important than, you know, other stuff. I still need to see if you can get Starless. I need to see in which pieces you can get Starless. Is what I should show. And this guy's gone. Dude, is everyone just doing this Whisper? I've been popularizing coming here and doing this too much, it seems. People are just doing it. I'm going to play a Paladin. I already played this season. I started this season playing Paladin. I already have a very decent setup for a Blessed Hammer Paladin. I'm just missing the Starless on that one. And a good amulet. I don't have a good amulet for any of my builds right now. Just not been any... Just haven't had any luck, basically. I also haven't been farming a lot of health tides, which should help. Yo, what's up, Instance? How you doing? Nah. We're just leveling up the Barb right now, so we can actually make it really good for farming bosses, because I want to farm Zir and Beastie Nice on the Barbarian. So I'm kind of trying to get it to a point that it can almost one-shot them. It will never be as fast as the Paladin. I know. Am I gonna try hard tower content? This season? No. Because it's coming out too late. It's coming out like mid-January or something like that, right? I'll probably be done with Diablo by that point, so probably not. I might get like one clear or two, but I'm not gonna go for, like, I'm not even gonna try for the top spot. And even after that, I'll not fully try hard, because I haven't been tryharding pit pushing for a couple of seasons now, simply because competing against people with like 4 GA gear, you know, it's not really a fair competition at some point, because you just have the swipers. I just tried to get a good spot, but I've never tried to go for like the top 1 rank on Barb at all, because it's just not like, it's just not realistic unless you are a swiper, sadly. Or you got the group. Some people that you see there, to be fair, some people that you see there with great gear, they just have like a whole clan that's kind of funneling resources to them. So it's like, it's actual legit, but a lot of them are just, you know, yeah, swipey swipe kind of deal. You can't really compete against that. Once we get the solo self found though, once we get the solo self found, which will likely be in 3 seasons or so, I don't think we'll get it for the expansion. Once we get that mode, I'll be trying a lot. What about hardcore? Nah. I'm too distracted to play hardcore. I'll just keep dying. Yeah, I'm too distracted for that. Yeah, once we get solo self-found mode, I will be tryharding much more. Because at that point, I know I'm having a fair competition, right? Okay, where the hell are my amulets? There we go, one there. What is first we have to do here? We need to kill RPGers and cultists. Cultists is not gonna happen. RPGers, potentially. There we go, one more. Yeah, but when Soul Self-Found comes out, I'm not sure if that's gonna be kind of the culture around it. If people that actually want to push are just gonna do it on that. But because like you can push higher if you play trade. If you play being able to trade with other people, right? You can definitely get higher. But currently, like, it would just be the most, like, the best competition kind of deal. I really hope that it ends up, people end up, you know, seeing it that way as well. And everyone that wants to push just plays on Soul Self-Found. But that might not be what happens as well, so we'll see. Because like you need to see it at what point it is kind of elitist to expect most people that want to, you know, compete to not be able to play with friends and stuff like that, right? Ideally, right? Ideally, you'd rather have the RMT problem solved, but it's never realistically gonna be solved unless we implement really, like, unless we implement things like Korea has, right? Basically on Korea, for those that don't know, to play online games, you kind of have to use your government ID. So like, if you get banned from a game, you're basically banned for life. If they ban you, you are not getting an alt, right? But I don't think we want that, right? I don't think we want that. Because some people just like having an alt, you know, and you don't really want your government ID associated with a lot of stuff. So, you know, we might not want that. I personally, I don't find it's worth the squeeze kind of deal. But that's kind of the only way to fully combat it, you know. So, realistically, the RMT issue is never going away. But people keep summoning him. I'll take it. I'm needing a boss match, so if people keep summoning him, which apparently stopped now, so I'm just gonna move on. We got some legendaries down here. I'm actually gonna open the offensive stuff. We need aspects, right? We need better earthquake aspects, so we might as well. I guess we should go run the... We should go run the armory. Oh yeah, by the way guys, the Goblin event is coming out tomorrow. Or is it like today at the end of the day? Something like that. So make sure you don't use any of the goblin stuff, any of the treasure breaches you get. I don't have one here. Any of the treasure breaches you get, make sure to not use them right now. Because if you use it during the... At least it used to be. If you use them during the goblin event, they are much more worth it. Because like you get a lot more goblins in there. Basically doubles your goblins, I believe, or something like that. Because the event makes it so whenever you find a goblin, they usually have another goblin together, right? With them. So make sure to save them up until the event is live. Question is, can I jump down here? Can I? Nope, we need to go around. Do I want to I can't be bothered with that whisper, it's just gonna take so long. Just gonna go to this zone over here. And hopefully we'll find more amulet and weapon chests. There's a weapon, and we lost our horse. Sedge, weapon, no amulets, just weapons. Alright, we'll take that. Just gonna collect this chest, and then we'll go kill a couple of Zeers to try and get some better pants. What you wanna do? So, let's actually roll our glyphs and see if we can start stacking some of the treasure breaches. Maybe we can get some what's it called? Okay, is this good enough? Yeah, this is a good enough one. See what I mean, alright? It has a good, it has maximum life, strength, and a good damage roll. It doesn't have the right GA, but it's decent enough. This one is just bad. Yeah, it is what it is. It's just bad.
Greetings. How shall I guide my hammer?
Yeah.
What's left, you ask?
Let's fix this up.
I'll keep my forge hot. Return soon.
Let me actually organize all of this. This one we need to throw in. You can put it here. You can put it there now. Okay. I have a bunch of them saved up here. Some of them are Eden Armory. I have a single treasure bridge right now. I have a bunch of erotic strong rooms. I need to actually run all of this, because strong rooms are very nice. What's up, Jian? How are you doing? Jian Chen. Let's save that. By the way, erotic strong rooms is basically the best way for you to get up the site right now. I need to actually run this. I still need XP. Alright.
There is magic in all.
Let's go and gamble here. Not really gamble, but you know. Plenty of Ooh, another treasure bridge, huge. By the way, material reserves, if you're missing, I put a video out about this yesterday. But if you're missing a bunch of Forgotten Souls, they're very good. They also provide a way for you to get Netharium without doing Duriel. I don't know if... I'm gonna try running this. I don't know if that's good anymore. That's a good wisdom. Alright, strong room. Okay. Thanks for the follow, by the way, John. John is fine, alright. I speak good English. Well, it's my second language. So, and I write guides in English. So I appreciate it now. Treasure Bridge, equipment Delve, I kinda wanna run right now. I wanna give this a shot. Because they might have updated it now that you have the Eden Armory. Actually, no. Right, because it's not guaranteed to be ancestral. Nah, F that. We salvage you, and we go again. Gold reserve, material reserve. I will save materials reserves if they're not Nahantu. Nahantu ones are such a pain in the ass to run. Like, for example, this one I'll save, because I might regret not saving them, and right now I'm not running out of space, so honestly, I can't be bothered to run those ones, the gilded ones. Let's throw you here. Forgotten Wisdom, that's a good one. Oh, that's dungeon. Eden Armory. I will run the Eden Armories because I feel that's a good dungeon. Path of the Blind can be okay, but whatever. Okay, that's a good dungeon anyway, so I'll skip that. Dude, I keep getting so many material reserves on the hunt too. What's that? What's that about?
May your road be filled with wonders.
I need to run a couple of this, huh? Forgotten Wisdom and Eden Armor here. But don't give me daftari. You might just be Portuguese. No, I am Portuguese. English is my second language. I am Portuguese. I will do a big Ronaldo C, but my throat is currently recovering, so I'm trying not to stress it too much. Not like that's even Portuguese, technically speaking, it just kinda does that. Yeah, what's up, Pedro? How you doing? It will be a better day if I drop a Starless today. We don't care about that. I just always keep the chat, like, I just always answer in English, so everyone can kinda, you know, understand what's going on. I can easily read both, of course, Portuguese and English. I can also read Spanish quite well. Japanese, I can understand Japanese decently well. Reading it, very grade school level, but I can. At very grade school level, I can only read a couple of kanjis. Let's go to the next dungeon. Oh, we are full on the whispers. Yeah, you can speak Portuguese if you want, like if it's easier for you.
It is done.
You got the better. Ooh, you got the almost max earthquake aspect. Nice. Ooh, this is almost good. Warcry ranks. Nah, that's it. It had to have strength or movement speed. Yeah. Sad situation there. Let's get this hidden armory done. These are always going to be ancestral, so this is very nice to farm aspects and stuff like that. Is this an event? It's no longer worth doing events on dungeons. It used to be decently worth it to farm up the site, but now, since they reduced everything except the strong rooms and the goblins, it's not really worth it. We just blinked through the door. Huge. So we can get the reward room here, just why not? doesn't really do much, but we can already just got the things anyway. I believe I cleared the whole dungeon now, right? How many ancestrals did we actually get? We got 8 ancestrals. I know, that's not the worst thing ever. One more from the boss, but that one does not really count, right? Any Earthquakers? That's a decent sword. Another decent sword. Well, that's a max aspect. That's a max anger management, although I don't think we use it. But anger management now is like if your build struggles with berserking, you get berserking for free and a 30% multi now. So that aspect is very good now. That's a very good bracer as well. Nice. What about you? I don't care about the weapon. No aspect there. We got the good grasping, but... Didn't actually get any of the earthquake aspects though. I got more of them. I need to run a lot more dungeons, because trying to get the mythic one, you know, it's really important. So I think I should, I'm gonna run all the Eden Armory ones. Okay, we got 3 treasure breaches, nice. For when the event comes online, we can just run all of them and get a bunch of goblins. That'll be very cool. Yeah. There's nothing back there. In these dungeons, you always want... I'll try to blink down below. You always want to full clear them. Because every single elite enemy can have drop a GI. Ooh, a 2G amulet. Like, I don't know if this is the best way for you to farm for upgrades, but it almost for sure is the best way for you to farm for not tempers, aspects, you know? Almost for sure. Like, you just get 8 guaranteed ancestrals, right, per dungeon, maybe more. I think that's that. So we got 7 this time, not 8. Maybe I missed an elite pack somewhere. And maybe the boss also gives one, almost always, I don't know. Natural reserve on a, you know, not bad layout. I will not be running the materials reserve just yet, because I honestly just don't need it. But I will start saving them for now. Another J amulet. Oh, Art Frost Demise, this is a very good dungeon. Very fast one, very short one. Alright. I can just clear this first floor. You go down. Nice. The boss is right here. Just need to do a loop here. Get all the constructs. Oh, what the... That should not have done that much damage. This is not even hit. Ooh, oh no, that's a chest armor. Lucky. I don't think no matter what chest that has, we're never using it over... a shroud, right? No way. So how many did we get here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so you're... I don't know if you're guaranteed to get 8, but it seems to be every dungeon I'm getting 8. Only last one we got 7, but that's probably because I missed an elite. And then we got an extra one at the end from the boss, maybe? Oh, we got the bunch from the boss, alright. Cool beans. So these things now might be the best way for you to get like a legendary upgrade. Right. Not quite. Strength and crit chance, you know? Not bad at all, and you have movement speed. This is not the best amulet you can get, but it's not good for me. But it's probably good for some pollens. This is a very usable ring. Okay. Life on head, good stats, so we're gonna take it. You know what? I'm gonna keep this just so we can do something funny later on in the season. That's a very good sword. Awesome. Polearm wise, not quite. Not quite either.
What? I'll keep my forge hot. Return soon.
We didn't get any... Dude, how are we not... Wait, did I not get a... I didn't get the Nightmare Sigil at the end there, what? Right, you're supposed to always get the Nightmare Sigil at the end of dungeons. That's weird. Anyway. The whole thing, the big reason I'm doing this right now is to try and get better aspects. Like look at this, like this aspect... It used to be worst, and this one is not the best either. Those aspects will increase our damage a significant amount. And I don't They are not even the GA ones, right? They're not even on the top end. So at least want to get like, you know, one of the top 5 rolls at the very least. I also use a lot more legendaries on my Barb than I use on my Paladin. So it's probably more worth it to do it. This guy.
It's locked.
We missed an elite pack back there, wanna bet? We missed one here as well, apparently. And this one we came across them, but yeah, we should have another one here. Or maybe not? Question mark? It's not. It was just that one that I kind of ran over, it seems. Got stuck in them all. As one does. What are my runes? Okay, I got slot 1, 2, 3. We only got 5 this dungeon. Did I miss them or was... Maybe you're not guaranteed to get 8. We just got lucky. Or unlucky now, I suppose. We shouldn't have another lead pack here, but just to be safe, I'm gonna open these doors. We got another. We should have an elite pack back there, or at least one elite. It's like if they made this thing affect all the elites in the dungeon, it would be so pog, but sadly it doesn't. So it's not as good as it, like, if for example, if these guys that spawn also had that affix on them, it would be so good. I think I'll just go the other dungeon now. Yeah, I'm not getting sigils. Am I getting like the powder to create them maybe instead? Honestly, I prefer it that way. As long as it's the same amount, I prefer it that way, because then you don't get your stash, like your inventory full of them. Yeah, by the way, talking about sigils, the best way for you to farm them is to do world bosses, which we have one in 18 minutes. Let's try to not miss that one. It's really important to do world bosses now for those sigils. I do, like, there's a lot of sigils that are very good. Mythic one, of course, but like the treasure goblins are much more common now. That's a very good one to get. This one is a decent one that we're running. You have the material, and already strong room is incredibly good for on the side. You have the material one, which is very decent. And the XP one is always nice to have one running if you can. It's a bit of extra XP, 15%. Why not? Nope. Does this loop around? I don't believe it does, so we need to go back here. Yippers. There we go. Bit of another pack potentially over here. Maybe. Oh, maybe down here. Okay. Or maybe not. It's okay. Fair enough. Just wasted a bit more time. It be what it be. We did get a thing this time. I thought it was guaranteed. They probably changed that, I suppose. It's a bad one, anyway.
Use it well.
It's a usable amulet. It's not a good one. It's a usable one, though. That's an axe, so we don't really care. Nope. Always check your amulets, even if they are lower. This is a decent option. Not for me, because I don't think any of the builds I wanna play uses swords. It's either polearm or grandfather. So, you know. It be what it be. Strength and movement speed? Yeah. Nah. That's a decent sword. Hey, we got a very good earthquake here. It's on a decent glove. It's fine though, I'll just scrap it. It's not that good of a glove anyway. What's that? Wait, that's a Spiritborn one. That's a Spiritborn unique effect. I mean, that's not good for Whirlwind, but if you're playing Otta, like for Earthquakes, that's not good, because Earthquakes can't overpower. That being said, you would need to test if Whirlwind can even overpower. Can Whirlwind even overpower with that? It shouldn't. But yeah, if you have that, you can just run Warpath. Worst case, you proc the overpower with lunging, right? But... well... lunging for Warpath. There we go. Well, yes. But again, you can now just run the Warpath passive for a bit more damage, right? You can take some points away from like some defensive if your speed farming should be tanky enough, and just put some points into Warpath and get a bit more damage. But I'm actually surprised you got the a Spiritborn one. That's a Spiritborn only, I believe, because it's... yeah, that's a Spiritborn one. Because it's on a quarterstaff. So I'm actually surprised you got it at all. Oh, we got the quest here. Huh. Let's go do this and we'll do whatever that quest is. The glaive one, yeah, yep. I don't know, that's it's weird that you got it. I still need to see if you can get Starless on 200 weapons. Because I've seen a Starless on an amulet, and it could go up to 75 instead of 50%. So if you technically, right? If technically you could get it on... yeah, but the thing is, if you can get it on 200 weapons, it's a 100% resource cost reduction. Right? That just makes any skill free. I have not seen it on weapons yet. If it can roll on especially 200 weapons, because it scales. Like for example, the Grandfather is always 100, it doesn't scale down or up. But the Starless I've seen scale. Like I've seen an amulet with 75, right? Which is 50% more than normal. So if it also scales with 200 weapons to 100, that's actually kinda busted. Quinn, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. It would be incredibly broken if you could. It's like there's a lot of builds that just have, even with Starless, have big resource problems. For example, right? You could... use illusions, and even though it increases resources, right? The thing is... sorry, my chart is a bit weird. They act independently. What that means is, for example, it doesn't matter the order though. If Starless let's say you have a Starless and a Lucian. Lucian is 100, let's call it 100 on Lucian. Increased cost, it's 125, but just to make the math simple. If you have a Lucian and a Starless, what happens if you have a skill that costs 100? Starless first takes it down to 50, and then Lucian's takes it up to 100, or vice versa, right? Lucian takes it up to 200, and then Starless brings it back down to 100. The thing is, if you have one of them, if you have Starless that's 100%, it doesn't matter how much Lucian increases the cost of your skill. Starless, a 100% Starless on a potentially two-handed weapon will always bring it down to 0. So, you know, potentially kinda crazy. If you can get it on a two-handed weapon, which I assume you can, considering, you know, it can go on an amulet and increase itself, and apparently mythics are just appearing on every single piece of gear. So, you know.
Beware the envious, my friend.
Oh yeah, I need to look at the altars. Apparently these things, you are supposed to put them on some sort of altar around the world. I need to look that up. I don't know what it does though. Let's open this one up here, because it's more out of the way. So you don't have to come all the way back here if you want to use it. Oh. Can we just... No, don't mind me, I'm just... No. You guys do you. Do whatever cult thing you're doing over there, I don't care, you know? We got you. Goblin? Question mark? Oh! You literally called it. Old journal. What's that? Just some random side quest, I believe. Let's go open that armor, that weapon one. Oh, we got another weapon, but that's about it. What whispers do you got left? Just the cultists? Because if so, I'm just gonna dip out. All longer for the world boss? Ooh, 3 minutes. We can do something else in the meanwhile. Can we do that? We can totally do that in 3 minutes, right? Surely. Let's do the Andariel one just to level it up. I still don't know what the difference between the rare, the legendary, and the unique one is. Literally have no clue. Between the Andariel ones. Maybe they give you more reputation to level it up, potentially? I don't know. Mate. Oh, that did not complete. Upwards. There we go. I think it would be greedy to go to last floor with this amount. You need to go back at least clear that one. And Thundarial one as well, okay. It's guaranteed for us to get Thundarial, so you know, whatever, but... Oh, what? Okay. I don't know, it just takes a bit longer for some reason. Don't leave Forgotten Souls behind. Eventually I'll get a lot more once I level up to rank 4, more Forgotten Souls. Oh, he has number 1. Huge. If you wanna see some action. Yep, still have no idea what this gives. Oh, maybe it gives more resources to open the Asmodan chest. That could be it. That could definitely be it. Let's take this up. What? Okay, whatever. I don't want to waste time right now, cause I don't. Yeah, the world boss already started. We need to go there fast. Really don't want to miss world bosses. I probably should not have risked it. Because like one of the things is that I might be alone on the world boss if I get there too late. Because like you have a grace period, but sometimes you might just, you know. Okay, nice. Okay. Oh, it is Asmodan. Huge. My Asmodan gift is still very behind. Okay, so our stuff does not work. And I got killed by someone. No. But yeah, on the world boss with this build, you just kinda don't use Whirlwind. It is what it is, but you cannot... Ooh, I almost got one shot by someone. You cannot get Fury back. It's a bug. The build just kinda... yeah. Just lunge every now and again to keep your Fury up. It's like the only thing that can give you Fury is lunge. Every other form of Fury resource, like the Ancient or Whirlwind itself, does not work. Because of resilience, so, you know, just walk around, generate earthquakes, keep your Fury up for Rama. If you have Starless, maybe, you know, click Whirlwind every 3 seconds or so to keep it up, but, you know. I should not have clicked this thing yet. Oh, that was yeah, we need to go. We need to go back to town and actually clear our stuff. Because I just instantly came here with a full inventory anyway. Okay. Ooh, actually check the amulets. Oh, we got the max earthquake one. Sadly, this is not actually max because it's not GA. But it is better than what we got, so... It's the max non-GA.
I'll keep my forge hot. Return soon.
Okay, let's go get our stuff. I honestly feel like they need to buff the... Where's Asmodan? They need to buff the amount of stuff you get from Asmodan. Like, I'm still rank 2. I've done a good amount of, like, summoning Asmodan, right? Like, summoning Asmodan. I've done a good amount of world bosses. This one is only not level 5 because I haven't bothered getting to level 5 yet, but I could easily get that one to level 5. I guess you can just sit on the Asmodan thing and wait for people to summon it, but... That is technically an option you have. Got nothing here. Is that a good aspect? No. Okay, let's update our earthquake aspect. We go from 92 to 100. Huge. Not really, but yeah. Better than nothing. Got a bunch of bubbles. Let's gamble amulets. Let's see, any good? Ooh, if this was plus 2 heavy-handed, is it still worth it? It's probably still worth it, though. Which one was that? Yeah, it's still worth it, I guess. If that was plus 2 heavy-handed, that would be a very decent with the... I guess if you need cooldown, potentially. And counter offensive, but this one literally has nothing, so, It's a... Oh, I'll always check the rares as well, because the rares can be force-statted. Hey, what's up, Gina? How are you doing? I guess we need to go to Asmodan as well. You can barely see that Asmodan as the whisper thing. What's the best CA for Locrons? Max resource, yeah. But the thing with Locrons is that you don't care. You don't really care like about the effect, so you can just get GAs. Just get a bunch of GAs on it. Or to find passive amulets that are good, yeah. That's why I put Locrons, because like technically if you can get the 4 passive amulet, it would be better. Even potentially a 3 passive one, but let's be realistic here, right? It's not really gonna happen. And Locrons is just like a decent 50 to 60% multiplier. I'm gonna play the Sanctified version. Because likely what's gonna happen is that I'll either have to drop Grandfather, because there's a lot of aspects you can't get. I'll either have to drop Grandfather or the Locrons. Likely the Locrons, potentially. You just kind of have to mess around with the certifications you get at some point, right? It's hard. Because there's a lot of aspects we can't actually get, apparently. What's more important, roll on item resistance to all values or resistance to specific damage types? Specific damage types give you more than the all one. The all one is also harder to roll than a specific one. That being said, generally speaking, getting the all one will just make sure all your resists are kind of capped close together. Like, generally speaking, that's just for leveling, and for leveling, just roll the specific ones, because it's much easier to get. Right? Don't worry about rolling the all resistances while leveling, because you're just gonna waste so many resources, it's not worth it. Later on endgame setups, if you happen to run resists, which is very rare, but if you happen to run them, yes, all resists. But it's very rare that you do. Technically, I will lose Incendiary if I get Locrons. Yes, that's what I mean, right? It's over Incendiary Fissures is not worth it. It's only worth it if you could get Incendiary Fissures on two-handed weapons with Sanctification, which apparently we can't. That's why I'm saying I will need to update some of those Sanctifications. Because some aspects you apparently just can't get. It is what it is.
It is done.
It's not gonna change the Sanctified Mythic setup too much, but it's gonna change the push one a lot. Dude, what's with +1 passes?
See some steel you need?
Or 200, you kind of want to try and get Starless Aspect, right? Ideally, yeah. On Amulet, I know you can get it. It's just a bit hard getting it on a good Amulet as well. Weapons is much easier, but if you can get the Starless on a weapon, if that's possible, that would be great. The thing is, Mythic normal aspects you cannot have Sanctified and the aspect on your gear. Mythic, however, you can have one Sanctify Mythic and the same Mythic equipped. You can run both of them. But only one Sanctify. You can't have two of the same Mythic Sanctify, only one. So for example, if you can get Starless on 200 weapon, I will just get Starless on I'll just get Starless on a polearm. Just gamble a bunch of polearms to get Starless on there. And get the Grandfather on a mace. Right? Or vice versa. But do try to get Starless whatever you can. Getting another Perdition effect is also good. Getting a Shaco is decent defensively. Any other one that would be good for you? Shroud is completely useless. Inner Calm aspect? Yeah, Inner Calm is a decent one. It's a 13% multiplier. Let me actually see if we can... What is this picking up? There we go. Planner. So, right, let's actually on the Sanctified one, because like you can't casting an ultimate, you can, but you can't get the fissures. The fissures you can't. So we have a couple of options. Either we remove Starless, right? Because we're coming from here. Either you just remove Starless, which is likely not Starless. Sorry, Locrans, which is likely the best way to go about it. You can run. By the way, you can run a Locrans if it's easier than getting an amulet. But honestly, it's probably better to run Grandfather, because the thing is, if you don't run Grandfather, you are forced to run a Shroud, and you lose a bit of damage, because Mantle is better for damage than Shroud. But you need to do it for the all stats, so you can keep like all the Paragon stuff unlocked, right? So the play is just gonna have to be we're just gonna have to I'll need to update the written guide as well, but I'm gonna update this first and then we'll update the written guide a bit later. Just gonna yoink it from here. And we have the mythics here already. I don't think we have. Yeah, we don't have the mythics in here yet. How do I do this? How do I get the mythic in here? I can't do it yet? Question mark? Huh. Regardless, this needs to go. You can get Vehement. Vehement is a general one, so you can definitely get it. This one, you sadly can't. Which would be very good if you could, but you can't. So, Elements, I believe, would be the best one to get there. This you can't get either. So this is just the best one would be fire damage. Strength, strength is very close as well if you want strength. This would be very good if you could, but you can't get this. So just more fire damage. Let me actually... Is elements in the guide? Yeah, I'm just gonna swap that off. Because it's better to get it on the two-handed, right? This is going off. This is just gonna be either strength or fire damage. I don't think weapons... You can also go for cooldown low-key. We can go for cooldown on the two-hander. Cooldown is very decent. If you want more uptime on your shells, cooldown is also very decent. But yeah, we can get crit chance if you're missing crit chance. All stats is decent. Any like strength, gem strength is only good on armor, right? But oh, you can. Oh, there we go. Oh, we do have the mythic stuff. It's just in here. Okay, in that case, let's okay. We have the mythic stuff. Okay, we're gonna change things a bit again then. Critical. So you want to get the... Actually, no, you don't want the Grandpappy here. You don't want the Grandpappy on the two-hander. Because the Grandfather is always gonna be 100, alright? Grandfather is always gonna be 100, so... we're gonna get Grandfather here. Okay, yeah. I need to get used to it being here. We're gonna get the Grandfather over here. Again, just weapons, it's not that big of a deal. Just trash a bunch of them. Just get them with... Why is that +4? Wait, what? That's a bug. Okay, that's fixed. If you can get Starless on the mace, it's better to get Starless on the mace. If you can do it. I don't know if it's possible. But if you can get Starless on the mace, yes, it's the best place to get it. I just don't know if that's possible. It doesn't... Do you have it here? Yeah. If you can get Starless on them, I'm gonna put it here. Because if you can get it on the mace, that's the best spot to have it. Right? You want it somewhere. Ideally on the mace, or even Grandfather, you know, but that's not likely to happen. This would be the best result. Why is this not 5? Okay. Yeah, some stats got updated and they're not fully updated here. I need to... You know, you always want the max stat. I don't think that's news to anyone. You know, here you can... I don't know if the life on hit works on earthquakes, actually. It doesn't really matter for farming anyway. For farming, your shells will just keep it up for you anyway. So with that in mind, we can get Vehement here. Now, where you get this, remember, you don't have to have them... You don't have to have the aspects specifically on the slots that they are on. You just want to get them somewhere on the build. Like, it doesn't matter if I have the elements here or on the ring or, I don't know, on the glove. It doesn't really matter, right? This one we cannot get. So here, let's take the stand still. Fire damage, it is what it is. We can get the elements here actually, right? Technically, it would be better to get the elements here. Actually, wait a second. We don't have perdition yet. Does perdition get increased by being on the... I'm assuming it does by being on the amulet, right? Why can't I? There you go. Is perdition not here? Am I blind? What's the text here? Oh, you can't. Ooh, okay, you can't get it here. Okay, in that case. In that case, we do get... Yeah. You do want to get that there instead. I'm just gonna move the... Again, it doesn't matter which slot it is on. I'm just gonna put it here because I prefer to have it on the offensive stuff so people notice it more. In this case, we're going for fire damage then. I don't think gloves have anything specific. Like, cast-wise is very broken for the skills that can use it. Earthquakes are not considered, you know, projectiles though. So it's just fire damage. Again, strength, cooldown, all stats are all very good ones. Fire damage is technically the best multiplier, so... but can you run the actual mythic in combo with the same mythic? Yes. Only one though. You can run one sanctified mythic and the original mythic together. But you can only run, like, two sanctified mythics don't work together. Only one. Yeah. This one is a very easy target to get multiple of, actually, so, because you don't care about this. Do we not have the perdition here? Actually, has anyone seen perdition show up? Has anyone actually seen perdition show up? I have not seen a single sanctified perdition, actually. I have not seen a single sanctified perdition. And we don't have it here, so I'm assuming it just does not exist. Because I personally not seen it. Anyone get one? So I guess you just can't, potentially. So just damage. One thing I do kind of want to put here. No, for example, I cannot have a starless sanctified... Why is this not updated? Oh, yes. I cannot have a starless here, and let's say a starless on my helmet, right? I can't have two sanctified of the same mythic. But I can run one sanctified mythic with the original mythic. That I can do. So... yeah. Is it just fire damage overall then? By the way, you can run, instead of running fire damage, you can run, for example, Bulkatas for a bit more damage reduction. If you feel you're a bit squishy, I think I put this on the guide, Bulkatas and, what's the name of this one? Disobedience, right? Are very good ones. Juggernaut, I don't recommend, you already have a lot of base armor. It's not worth sacrificing your evade. But Disobedience, for sure. Disobedience, 100%. Because it's percent armor and don't really have a lot of it. Sorry. Got a hiccups. Yeah. Alright. Think that's it for this one. We don't lose a lot of damage on this one, realistically. It just makes the amulet a bit harder. But... The good thing is you get to keep the earthquake sides, which is very nice. But yeah. For Sanctified Push, however, this completely screws up a lot of what we're doing here. To the point that Ooh, wait. What happened? All my boards suddenly have -4 Paragon points. That same thing on the... Did we mess something with the... I think the Paragons got messed with, the maximum Paragons. I'll have to adjust. It's just a couple of points here and there, I guess. So... we're just gonna have to completely scrap this one. You can see that for this one, I was running a couple of intelligence and willpower and stuff like that, especially willpower, to try and get the requirement. Well, yeah, it's just what it is. We can't run Grandfather here. We just can't. There's too many aspects we're missing. So, this is so bad that I'm just gonna copy this push over. And we're gonna completely delete this push sanctified because I'm just gonna have to have it from scratch now. Warpath here is correct. For some reason it's showing wrong. The reason I don't run Wallop is because half of the time you're gonna be running, you're gonna be swapping between Whirlwind and Auto-Right. Half of the time your damage is not bludgeoning, so you know it's better to run Warpath. Okay, so what do we want here then? We want Grandpappy here. We want critical damage. Grandpappy, let's go. You want Starless if it's possible. Like if you can't get it on the you know, get it whatever you can. Just having one Starless is good. If you can't get it on the weapon, get it ideally on the amulet. But the amulet can be kind of hard to get a good one with Starless. So even just getting it on the 200 piece is good enough. So oh yeah, I need to do it here. Do it on the stat. There we go. You can potentially argue that Salig would work as well. I definitely need to test that out. Like, actually test how it works, because I don't think you can run Salig. Like, it will just completely break the build, but technically it is more damage, because you're scaling your damage with Ramaladness. Not run the Salig here, but having it as a Matic Sanctify. For now, though. So we will want a Vehement here. We will want Holy here. Because this build just has so many good aspects that you don't want to... Like, first of all, you need this aspect to work, for example, because you need to overpower and stuff like that, right? If you didn't need this aspect, I would just run Sabre, because it's a very big multiplier, but you just kind of need the aspect for things to work out. So, Okay, you don't technically need the aspect. Technically speaking, alright, you can just run, because I don't think I put Seer here, because the Seer Zek, because I was a bit afraid for the cooldown of Wrath of Berserker, but especially with the change we're gonna do now, because if you have 2 Starless, you can do something interesting in here. You can go here, right? And just change item to illusions. The cool thing with illusions is that this cooldown applies to everything. It's a bit less, but it applies to everything. Our ultimate cooldown is a good amount lower, understandably. You can potentially put the J here. That being said, with the shouts and the ground stomp, it should be more than good enough. But yeah, I don't think you need 0 at all. Oh. Ooh, actually. Okay. Actually, right? Actually. Huh. We need to fix something here. We don't want the Starless here. The reason is, actually here it doesn't matter. For the push, however, you kinda want to spend a bit of resource. Because else you cannot stack Wrath of the Berserker at all. Right? So... yeah. we need to get it up there, actually. But which one do I have up here? Yeah. Oh yeah. Totally forgot about that. So let's do a little swap here. Let's put the element one over here. This should be steel. I always forget the number of the. I just know it says steel on it. And ideally, right? Ideally, you want the Starless over here. Just get it somewhere else. It's not gonna be like, this is ideal, but you likely cannot get it up here. It's not like, you can get it, but it's not likely. Just get it on an armor. I'm gonna keep it here because it's the most optimum, but just get it on a piece of armor. Like on the T-Bolts, for example, it should be an easy one. Or the chest, or even Crown of Lucian, or the gloves, because we're gonna keep gloves. We can't fit... we can't fit the... oh yeah, what I was saying is, we don't need this. We can potentially fit Fists of Fate, actually. We can potentially fit in Fists of Fate. Because we should be able to run Zan here. Is Zero Zan the best option? Maybe. Procs it often enough. Tama, I don't think you cast alt often enough. So it's either Zir. Potentially go Pog, but I don't think you'll proc Pog often enough, especially with 2 Starless. Hmm. If only Whirlwind doesn't build this skill, but no. I think it's still Seer, right? You'll proc it every 4 seconds, more or less, which is kinda already what you want. Because you want 4 seconds for the Warpath and 5 seconds for Otta, I believe. Yes. So Otta, you'll probably almost always have the uptime on that. It's... It's a very... It's a very small window. You might miss it sometimes if you don't know what you're doing, kind of deal. Technically, it is the best for pit pushing because you don't. The only reason I didn't run this before was because you really needed the seer for the Zac. I mean, for the cooldown on Wrath of Berserker. You don't anymore. So. It is a tough choice. It is a tough decision. Because I don't know a likely... Because the worst part here is that both Stomp and Wrath of Berserker can steal the proc, and then you don't get the overpower here, right? And then, like, missing this overpower is very big. Missing the Warpath one is somewhat big as well. But that's less likely to happen. But missing the... yeah, I don't think we can do this. Yeah, I think you just run... if you don't need Zac, I'm gonna keep Zac, because if it's not worth the change, but if you don't need Zac, you just run the... where is it? The tool one for 15 more damage. I think that's just better, because missing the overpower proc on Armor of the Ancients is a complete deal breaker, you know? It's so much damage. It's a complete deal breaker. Warpath, you don't care what... If you proc, overpower with Stomp or Wrath of Berserker, you don't care. Like, you still get... But missing this one, so I think we just have to run it here. It is what it is. Barb Nation? Yeah. Don't worry about the Nightbot. Don't worry about the Nightbot, by the way, Wab. The Nightbot, I don't know why on the YouTube side is super heavy on the thing. But, yeah. Don't worry about him. Yeah, I think we have to keep it there. There's no option then. Okay. We moved that guy over there, moved all the damage here. We have the Bament here. What did I have on... Oh yeah, we need to put the Grandpappy over there. So, Grandpappy here. Oh, we already have the Grandpappy, I just need to remove this one. Okay, I really wanted to get the Fists of Fight, but it is what it is. This makes sure... The reason we didn't run Crown Evolution before, this season is because now, even without Starless, you can easily maintain it because your Armor of the Ancients, you also have a big Fury pool, right? Your Armor of the Ancients that just gives you 100% Fury generation. Am I on Twitch too? Yes. I stream on Twitch and YouTube. For Diablo at least. For Diablo I'll just stream on both of them. Some other games I just stream on Twitch because they are heavier to run. And I can't really stream it on YouTube, or else I literally have no ping on FPSs, I guess. Yeah, FPSs. FPSs on the game. Yeah, this will be big damage still. Like, this insane earthquake duration temper is massive for damage. So it's not, you don't really lose too much damage actually swapping to this from this. You don't really lose too much damage. You get access to Crown of Lucian, which is very good for cooldowns as well. So we're going back to Zac here, right? Yeah. Again, if you don't need Zac, either run Cry for grouping or Tool for damage. But I will need to go update the written guide, but we'll do that after the stream. Oh yeah. Okay, why are these things not updating? I believe Fury, yeah, Fury is better here. Which makes it easier to resource. Yeah, which makes it easier for you to get this amulet. Resource is better for sure. Now that we lost the resource from Grandpappy, 100% better. Even potentially, yeah, even here. I don't know why. This I'm just force updating this, and this will be a resource. Sorry. Let me get this out of the way. Resource. Beam. Alright. That'll be better. Ba-bum. So that should be it. I think. Did I get all of them? No, we didn't get all of them actually. We need a fire damage over here. Again, strength is also a good option. Strength, all stats, they're all very good, but you know. Do I have any aspect left actually? Oh yeah, we need to update this. For some reason it's kind of bugged as well. It's just not showing properly. Oh, it is, okay. You can get a random mobility aspect if you want, but yeah, fire damage. Again, you can also get defensive stuff if you want. You should be more than tough enough to survive Pit. But, you know, if you're not, I don't know if all the calculations are on right now. 145, you don't really get a lot. Okay, fire. Where's the fire damage here? Fire damage. Yeah, all the aspects are in their respective slots. Nice. Fire damage. Where are you? Where are you not? Oh, did I add it? Did I add this one? Oops. You don't lose the progress, by the way. If you click that and you click back, the progress is still here. Yeah, I totally had it here. Whoops. I didn't add anything else. Oh, I did. Ugh. Okay, we're gonna have to go back to the other one and add all of this. Whoops. Fire damage. Fire damage. Fire damage. Not there. Fire damage. There we go. Okay, now I think everything is updated, right? Yeah. Okay. So we can go here and we will delete this one. Let me copy the name and yoink. There we go. And let's update the profile. Actually, Whirlwind. That's a. I'll not be editing any of that, so it should be fine. Let's first of all, yoink. Ooh, so many updates. I don't know when I can start deleting them, but okay. Dude, I have so many of them that it's actually kinda. It's already kinda update. Major update to sanctified variant with new findings. There we go. I have so many of them that it's actually kind of slow to write. Nothing else is slow, but this one, like, I'm already not typing, right? I don't type this slow. There's so much. I need to check how many of them I can delete. Like, it's like I probably don't need like season 6 stuff over there, right? Let's update. Let's actually update the variants here a bit. So for Mythic here, Locran's Talisman. So I think we fully removed that. Yeah, we have to remove it. Like, it is a good option. Like, do I keep it as an option? Nah, we can't. It is not bad, right? It's not a bad option. But with the sanctified things working the way they do, I don't think I can recommend it here. Right? I don't think I can recommend it here. Yeah, no, we have to remove it. Okay. Let me. Do we talk about the Ring of Starless up here? Let me. Yoink. Actually, I'll just update this now. I'll come back. There's a lot of things here I need to update. Let me completely remove this point. Update. I'll come back and update the written part. There's a lot of things I need to update there. I'll come and update it after the stream. It is updated. I just make sure I don't forget about the thing. It's not a lot of things. I just really needed to delete that line because it made no sense anymore. I need to remove a line on the push sanctify as well. I'll then need to introduce some lines about the mythic ones, but oh, we got stuck in the wall there. Cool beans. Okay, let me quickly update this thing then. Because we need to remove we need to remove, yeah, this whole thing goes. Everything, yeah, okay. That whole thing has to go. I'll keep updating it until it's not the 70% anymore. Even if it fails a bit, it's a lot more damage than any other option.
I forge more than horseshoes and nails.
Any big whispers? We do have that. We have a world boss coming up in... They made the world boss spawn a lot more often, right? Can I... Dude, I'm trying to do these whispers already 3 times today. And they always freaking dead. Let's see if we can actually get it this time. He's there. By the way, if you see him spawn on top of the thing, it means there's also no one in the zone. Which means you are somewhat safe. Oh really? I don't have a... well... we will come back in a second.
It is done.
Collection... sure, let's go for the legendary option. Ancestral option. It's just a legendary one. Ooh, they're still here. We actually zoned back into the same zone. Awesome. Not like there's a lot you can do with Seeds of Hatred, but you can gamble for like pants or something. I think Lunging wants to run legendary pants this season as well. We might want to do the same for the push version as well. I'll need to revisit the glyphs. Like we might want to run the potion glyph, you know? Dolliver? Yeah? Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. We shouldn't get ganked. There shouldn't be anyone on this zone. So hopefully we'll be fine. Yep. I normally don't do the other one because the other one is always 1 minute plus to complete the other whisper there. So I just don't do it. Like, it doesn't feel worth it to me. Bonk. I don't really have a lot of resources for this one, so we're just kinda gonna go back, get our other cash.
It is done.
Ooh. Damage. Nice. Oh yeah, I didn't go do that. We can go there in a second. Let me just see the other PP zone if we get lucky. Like this PP zone whispers, you can only do them every 2 days or 3 days or something, but they are really worth it. Oh, there's someone in the zone. See, he didn't quite spawn at the exact place, so that means there's someone in the zone, which means we're not super safe. That being said, Mama raised no bitch, right? So you just can put it in the middle. And hopefully we don't get ganked. Dina, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully we... Earthquakes is not really a strong PvP build, as you might like, unless they walk into my earthquakes, I can't really do damage to them, right? If they're smart, they just stay away. Just putting them out as a safety measure. Nice. More free whispers. Egon, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Ooh, fragments or chaos. I'll take the fragments. I'm still missing a couple of gems. Okay. Oh, we don't have a... We don't have a portal skin yet, right? And no title. What are we doing? Okay, portal. Well, that's a cool one. You know what? It kind of fits with my look more on the golden kind of thing, right? I will use that one. I'm not gonna lie, there's not a single kind of resurrection thing that I'm a fan of. So I don't know, sure, we can go with... Let's go with this one, I guess, whatever. There we go. Yeah, what title do we go for? Ooh. Emblems, we do have a couple of cool ones. Where's the Berserk one? Wasn't the Berserk one the mark? Where is it? You know what? Let's go with the Goblin. The Goblin is coming out tomorrow, right? He was looking for like a Goblin one. Let's go with Elish. Is there like a... Can I actually be a Goblin? It's up here, right? You can be a gorilla. Not a goblin. We're gonna be a goat then. The hellish goat. Why not? I'll be the hellish goat. Alright. So the whispers. I really need to get to the moral tides. Hello drops. I need to actually check when the drops end. It should... It's normally 2 weeks. Are we 1 week in? We're not quite 1 week in yet. We're like 1 day off weekend. But I'll need to check if they stop tomorrow or not. They're normally at the very least 1 week. I actually need to check that. Just had so much stuff going on that I've not been able to keep up with so much. What's up, mate? I know we're gonna have the Golden event later today, I believe. It's either later today or early tomorrow. The timing of the season was a bit different, so I'm not sure if that affected any other timing of stuff. I think it's normally later today. It's normally like at 6 or 7, depending on the time zone, right? 6 or 7 GMT for me, I mean. So it should be in like 2-3 hours, the Goblin event. We need Torture Gifts, Cultists, and Harbingers. We're gonna do Harbingers, Cultists probably not. Cultists are just not time efficient, you know? They're just kinda rare. Unless you get the event that you get like 20 or 30 of them right away. It's just not really worth it. At least I don't feel like it's worth it, but you know. Ooh. Ooh, there's two. Wait, what? What happened? Oh, the gelatinous goblin. Oh. Don't let the one get away. Where are you going, tiny one? Where are you going? Big, see? You gotta keep your eyes well open. Full on items. Ooh, alright. Don't you... Dude, why? Okay, nice, I got out. Let me check the amulet.
My hammer sings on your return.
Oh, that's something. Hello, Shanivar, what's up? We got something. That's a very big one, actually. That's a very big one. All Alright, you know? It's very cool. We keep the cooldown, I suppose.
The wonders of Sanctuary at your
Alright.
fingertips. How may I help you?
So we rolled the life per second off. Do resources fine. Ideally I would like another passive. I get the... Okay, brute force is a passive. +1 counter-offensive, yeah, even +1 is better. Oh, +2 counter-offensive is even better though. Okay, this is a very good amulet. Damn. Alright,
Bright aura. Brighter soul.
Greetings. How shall
let's temper Call of the Ancients cooldown for now. Actually, before we do that...
more there than I thought?
We want to hit the heavy-handed. There we go. And now we temper Call of the Ancients cooldown, which will be changed to Earthquake size. Suntian. Alright. Very good upgrade. Do I keep this amulet? This amulet is not bad. Do I keep it? Actually, I'm not gonna try that many more builds, so yeah, we can just trash this. We need to change the aspect as well, let's not forget that. Okay. Make sure I have the right one equipped. Yep, okay. Fissures.
There is power in these stones.
Ooh.
Fashion this into something exquisite.
Well, this guy's up. What? Oh yeah, so... Your life's done, time for the true stuff, like getting getting ready for the event. Nice. Just make sure to save your treasure. Your treasure breaches, right? Save them. Who killed us? Gugemold, alright. Alright. Oh, again the same guy. someone almost one-shot me again. This Palin's killing everyone on a non-PvP zone. What's up with that? Let's just open this one. The bunch of gear. Our inventory is almost full already. Damn. Alright, what we got here? Anything good? I'm not gonna keep that one. That has 3 good stats, but none of them are GI. You could technically keep that, but I'm a bit greedy myself. This is a decent club. I'll need to check if I have the runes to craft Starless, actually. We might already have the runes, I just need 1 extra spark. I might even have the spark, actually. I know I have 1 for sure. Oh, we need to check the reputation guy. God damn it. We need to check the reputation guy, because I probably have a lot of chests there as well. Alright. Open this guy, because I feel this guy gives more runes. Yeah, I see a good amount of runes there. See a lot of items that I might not be able to even pick up. Only 1 of them. Okay, let's just move away so it gets collected. Any of the items good? Well, that's a max aspect at the very least. I might sell it for the aspect. If I can. That movement speed is really bad, but it's decent.
What's still got some good in it?
I need to start taking care of all of this. Anything that's non-ancestral goes away, right? Yeah. Any non-ancestral stuff, except amulets, I suppose, but... Yeah.
I'll keep my forge hot. Return soon.
It is done.
Nothing of volume. Go next. Oh yeah, I was in the middle of this Helltide. Let's go finish that one off. I think there's one in a hunt too. And then we go kill a bunch of Zeers. Try and get some better pant and potentially some good... some good Ramas and helmets as well. Okay, we have weapons down here and amulets. Okay, we're just gonna open this weapon and the amulet. How much are we away? Yeah, the cultist is not gonna happen. Bye bye. Nope. Goblin? Push them on. And now we go do that one. What else do we need to do here? We need to kill Harbingers, cultists, probably not gonna happen, and Sinners, alright. Go cash in the Whispers after we kill this guy. There we go.
It is done.
Greater Collection of Chaos, sure, why not? Oh, we got the better... Ooh, we got the very good fishers, actually. Completely missed that. Any good amulet though? Nope. None of this can be an upgrade, so bye-bye. Let's go finish these Whispers while they still last. Got an amulet there, so we're gonna open that. There's another amulet over here. And Harbingers. Are there any more amulets that you can go towards? There's one down there. As we proc the... Yeah, as we proc this, we should get Harbingers. Yeah, we just got 3 of them right here. Okay, there we go. Let me make my way towards that chest. Hopefully that will be amulets. Then we can open and get out of here. That's rings. We can go over here then. Might be able to open the weapon one at this, at the rate we're going. Let me check one thing actually. Where do you get the runes from? Fangs of Duriel can drop gem fragments. Are these all the maggots or just like these big ones? No. It needs to be the elite ones, I'm assuming. Or are those the ones that come from chasing you as well? Are those the ones? Actually don't know, like I'm very bad with the names of stuff. Nothing good. Nope. And usable for what? Like, we can totally use that for now as well. I'm not gonna quite upgrade it just yet, but that's usable. Can go kill that in a second. Let me actually go do this before I forget. When's the world boss actually? World boss is like in 10 minutes, okay. 10, 15, something like that. Let's not forget to go do it. Okay, what we got for me? Oh, I still have not fully completed it on the barb. Yeah, okay. I'll get another spark actually at the end of this. Oh, that's nice of them, I guess. Nope. And the amulet, no. Okay.
Greetings. How shall I guide my hammer?
Boss in 11, alright. Let's go kill some beastie nice. Beastie nice, we want the chest, we want the better one with GA. And some Fist of Fate as well. You think Mountain Chefs is better than Shroud? Yes. Shroud is only better if you need the alt stats. But the chest still gives more damage than Shroud. I don't think I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm not gonna keep any that's not GA. Because that's a good sanctification already. It's a very decent one for us. So, yeah. So we just want one with GA or bust. This is a fight, Loki. We can just run a non-GA one as well if it has a good roll. If only wall up, if only that was an actual skill, you know, upheaval. Oh, I can actually one phase it if we do it. Why is that still active? If we do it properly. Nice. Not if he runs away from all my earthquakes. There we go, I still did it. Yeah. Take all the gold, don't forget that. Ah. We can do another round actually. I think we got enough mats for another round, so we can go another round. More golds.
It is done.
Good gift.
That's
Use it well.
go next. Did I see something? That's... the crit chance is way too low. No. I already got damage to one-phase them and we don't even have Starless yet. Not quite. Not quite. Wrong GA. We might need to kill some Duriels to get the GAs we need, actually. I kinda wanted to save them for the Paladin, but... I just have to use a couple of them. We don't want to. We want to sell them.
Come, traveler. The stars of sanctuary await.
I can't bother for one of them.
My hammer sings.
How long for the world boss? 4 minutes. You can do one Z rotation. 1 Z rotation, we should be fine. Yeah, our damage is getting quite crazy already, even without Starless. We're almost at the point that we basically one-shot them. Once we get Starless in a bit better gear, or one or two good sanctified outcomes, we will be popping off. Ooh, to J-Rama. Rage. Even a non-GA1 is good to consider. You could get mythic stuff, you know. What we got here. Oh, that's not good enough. You need it at least to be 0.45. If it's not 0.45, nah. You can tank that. Yeah, we got Belial. Yeah.
Truly think all of this would be that easy? You think you've won? This is just the beginning.
Kryptonite Belial. Yep. Let's see how much longer for the boss. If you got like 2 minutes, I'll finish this next Rota, because we got the Belial and stuff like that. Let's see, how much for the world boss? No. Less than 1 minute. No, we're gonna go there.
There's power. Much thanks, friend. An
Yep.
equitable transaction.
Let's go to the world boss down here. I know there's a way you can see what world boss it is, but I always forget where I need to look.
Ready for a massacre.
Why do I have some random legendaries dropped over there? Yeah, look at the... He's going. It's almost as fast as a horse. Yeah, good for him. Oh, Gibbon's back. Yeah. It's not actually resilience, right? Because the Asmodan thing also has resilience. And it's not bugged there. Unless it's a different type of resilience. I see on the map, there's one in a hunter and... I mean, it doesn't show anymore, I think, so yeah. Kinda missed the time. There were two of them, there were one in a hunter and one somewhere else. Why did I have not a buff over there? Yeah, what's this? Hammer of the Ancients is dealing increased damage, why? What? Where am I getting... Wait, what? Where am I getting... Oh! Someone was exploding my quakes. Okay, okay, that explains it. Altia just died, but... Yeah... The patch should be later today. The goblin stuff as well. You know what? I think I am gonna end the stream a bit early today. Because my throat is acting up a bit. And I think I'm gonna need it to let it rest. I don't know why. I think it's I've just been speaking too much lately. And not hydrating my throat properly. I'm also a bit constipated. So not constipated, how do you say this? It's not flu. But constipated does not mean the same thing in English as it means in Portuguese. Under the weather, I think it's the word, right? I'm gonna let my throat rest a bit. So yeah, guys, we're gonna end the stream here. I'm gonna try to update the things I have to update anyway off stream, because I don't need to speak for that. And I'll see if I can get something out for the Goblin event if it starts today. I have a couple ideas of stuff to do. Yeah, guys, we're gonna end a bit early then. Congested? Yeah, that's probably the word. Like, I don't know if you guys can notice, my voice is a bit deeper than usual. That's part of the reason. But yeah. Thanks for coming, thanks for watching. I will most likely be back tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be better. I'll need to make some lemon tea. And hopefully we'll be better tomorrow. Yeah, guys, thanks for coming, thanks for watching. Sorry for ending a bit early today. And see you tomorrow. Look out for the Goblin video if there's one coming out today. It should be a short one, so it should be fine for my voice. Yeah, guys, bye-bye. That's a tire pit you can do. Play. I've not played a lot of Barb yet. This is my second day of Barb, basically. And we didn't play a lot. Like, this build, it's more for speed farming. The pit pushing one with Whirlwind Auto is likely to do 105 without sanctification. That's kind of what it's looking like. I don't really play, I don't really care about football. I mean, I like watching football, but I don't care, or soccer for the Americans. But I don't really care for the teams. As long as it's a good game, I like watching it.